400 games. If we were chatting 15 years ago, after game number 1, do you think we'd be having this conversation 15 years later?
Probably not. I think the club has been on, an incredible journey, really. But in saying that, I think after my first couple of years of playing, I could see the club were always progressing and wanting to progress. I'm just pleased to have been a part of that, really.
Did you think when you turned out against Fylde that one day you'd be a Premiership player for your hometown club?
That was always the aspiration. Whether it was being with Exeter or not, I wasn't sure. But as things progressed, I could see Exeter were ambitious. I had a family down here, so I wanted to stay with Exeter. And I wanted to do it with Exeter. It was just nice to be able to do that and have the chance to play in the Premiership with Exeter.
How much does Exeter Rugby Club mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's been a part of my life for 15 years. Not just my life, my family's life as well. So it does mean a lot. And to be able to run out and play for Exeter, in any game is very special. And I think it's something that not just I should be treasuring, but I think most of the guys should be treasuring. Special times.
You look back on those days at the county ground, and in Allied Dunbar Premiership 2, and National League 1 as it became known, and things like that. What's changed about the game? We know what's changed, kind of the infrastructure of the Chiefs, but has anything changed in the game in those 15 years from the game you started playing all those years ago?
Yeah, I think probably the biggest change is probably the pace and physicality of the games. I think now you're seeing players bigger, quicker, stronger all the time. And as soon as the game went professional and we went professional, I could see straight away the difference in the physical condition of players and how hard you were getting hit in tackles, how quick the game went, and things like that. So it's probably the physicality of things and the pace of things that's probably improved the most and gone highest. I think it probably is still going up as well.
You see some names of teams that kind of drifted off after professionalism started. Thinking of names of clubs. Bedford obviously struggled. You got the likes of Richmond, who fell all the way to the bottom of the pyramid and are gradually bringing their way back up even now. How happy are you that Exeter managed to kind of survive the professionalism and thrive?
Yeah, I'm really happy. I think you've got to view sport as it's not a business. It's a sport, and things can turn pretty quickly on their head. So it's important you plan the right way. We appear to have done that at the club. We still we're still a members club. We still own the ground. So we appear to have done things the right way. But sport can turn very quickly, and you've got to enjoy the good times and and prepare for the bad times.
What's been your hardest time?
I don't know if I've had really any really hard times. It was sometimes frustrating when we couldn't quite take that next step into the Premiership, but it was so hard to take that next step. And I think that's what needs to be appreciated. It wasn't really quite a level playing field. The team coming down did have a lot more going for it. So for us to have taken that step was a massive step, and that was probably the highlight of my career. Was being able to take that step and win those finals to come into the Premiership was a massive thing for the club.
Do you think the club would be here now if the RFU hadn't changed the way of promotion to the Premiership? Because in those final few seasons when it was Old National 1 before the Championship, Exeter were always kind of the bridesmaids to the team that had been relegated. To be honest, I'd like to think we probably still could have done it without the playoff system. We approached that season as it was a playoff system, and we did things within that season to help us with the end of the season. We had a mini pre-season halfway through and things like that, which obviously we wouldn't have done if it was just one up. So yeah, I'd like to have thought we'd have been prepared for that as well. Finally, I guess this is the kind of million-dollar question. How much longer do you think you can go on for? You're a relatively young guy. There are guys older than you in the team. Can you see yourself playing for the next couple of seasons?
Yeah, look, I'll keep playing as long as I'm enjoying it and I'm healthy. And I'm still here. As long as I'm enjoying it and playing well and I'm healthy, I'll carry on.
And obviously a family affair with your brother as the boss. What does your mum say to you before games? Not so much. Good luck mostly. Rob's always bossed me around, so that just continues. He's my older brother, so nothing changes there really. So it's just just carry on, get out there and play. That's all I need. Thank you very much.
Richie, you've had plenty of highs and lows, more highs than lows, but last weekend up at Gloucester in particular, that was a pretty special result. First ever win at King's Home, and the reaction after from the fans said it all really. Yeah,
I think it was a big win for us up there. a great game of rugby. I think anyone watching that would have been well happy with the game of rugby up there. You know, to have been in the position we were, and then to get those points down and come back was you know, full credit to the guys. But yeah, you know, we put in a good performance, but we need to make sure we back it up this week.
I was going to say London Irish this week, penultimate home game. It's a massive occasion and a big opportunity again for the boys.
Yeah, that's right. You know, London Irish have come off a pretty good result last week against Leicester. Although they lost, they played pretty well. So it should be a cracking day down here. The weather looks set to be good as well. So hopefully it should be a really good game.
Again, a bit like Gloucester, they've got plenty of threats, particularly out wide.
Yeah, very dangerous side. You know, they've got players in their side that can just turn a game. So you know, we in the same instance we need to concentrate on ourselves and how we're performing, and in a certain way that's all we should be concentrating on. And hopefully, you know, that'll be enough to keep us in the game and near the end there.
I was going to say it is an exciting time for an exciting week coming up. We've got London Irish and then obviously the trip to Paris a week later. So as players, it's all happening at the moment.
Yeah. You know, to be honest, we're just concentrating on London Irish. We know what a big threat they can be. You know, the thing is, we want to be backing up how we've been playing these last few weeks in the league. So, you know, so that's what we'll be looking to do, put in our performance, and you know, see where that takes us.
I think there's about 8,000 already set to come in here at the weekend. If we can get it up to a sellout, it'd be pretty special. But any time this place is rocking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You know, when this place is a sellout, well, but to be honest, most weeks it's fantastic here. When it's a sellout, it's just the icing on the cake, really. You know, the atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you, Richie.
Thank you.